The shootings in the mosque was triggered by a large-scale organized mind control agency that reaches anywhere internationally. It can also cooperate with foreign agencies or go independent. The agenda will always stay the same, though, which is to brainwash patriotic right-wing white nationalists or members of white hate groups to do shootings so they can put fear into minorities and start civil unrest so they can't spread their religion, culture, or race into the white population. And also to ban guns, change law, or make tighter restrictions on them. Anything to make change. What's odd is none of these white domestic terrorists ever report physical or psychological torture or targeting because they're too patriotic. That's why the mind control program has survived. They don't want to trigger minorities because they will report them. That's why lately all shooters involved with mass shootings are white. I want to recap most of these church shootings from around at least 2012, but I'm not going to cover them all. I just want to make you a pattern. Just kind of see how it seeps into society really quietly, which is how the mind control program works, really smoothly and systematically. Okay? It's almost as if they know the future. They can presage things. Technology, probably alien technology. But this is how it starts. So I'm going to start May 3, 2012. Okay? Where church shootings were becoming incipient. May 3, a homeless man killed himself after fatally shooting a priest and church secretary in Maryland. May 9, 2012, Joseph Lewis Jr., 84, was fatally shot in a car by two teenagers in Detroit. August 5, 2012, 6 members of the Sikh Temple of Wisconsin in Oak Creek were fatally shot by white supremacists who were shot by responding officers. And later, that man killed himself. October 24, 2012, a mentally ill man, Floyd Palmer, killed a church volunteer, Greg McDowell, in a Georgia church. April 13, 2014, a neo-Nazi former Klansman shot Dr. William Corporon and his 14-year-old grandson in a Jewish center. Then the shooter, Fraser Miller Jr., shot Terry Lamanna in a Jewish retirement community. June 17, 2015, Dylan Roof killed 9 black worshipers in a Charleston, South Carolina church. November 5, 2017, Devin Kelly killed 26 people and wounded 20 in a church in Texas. October 27, Robert Bowers killed 11 people and injured 6 in a Pittsburgh synagogue. And currently, the latest shooting, January 29, 2019, Brenton Tarrant killed 49, well, it's 50 now, people and injured 20 in a mosque in New Zealand. And there it is. If you're still skeptical about mind program and targeting, hey, look, I'm going to tell you. Just log MK Ultra, Jesse Ventura, and watch and see 2 videos pop up where he's actually sitting with an ex-doctor of the mind control program. His name is Dr. Robert Duncan. Even Dr. Robert Duncan said that the technology is used for psychological torture. I mean, come on, if you torture someone enough, you can get them to break down, you can get them to do anything. You strip them of their dignity, strip them, financially ruin them, destroy them, make them puny. And that's why people are doing so many shootings nowadays. And, everyone's covering it all up all the time. This video is going to get covered up possibly too. And the news media know about it. No one's doing anything about it. It's not that hard to get this technology to stop this madness. All it's going to need is tracked, traced, and recorded. It's just technology, I mean, I can go look inside my toolbox probably to find something that can actually detect some of this energy. I've done it before. I could just look at a regular AC outlet detector that can detect power and probably be able to find any of these energies coming from some microwave frequency that's penetrating through walls or wherever have you on someone's body really easily with it. And I can demonstrate it. So here's the outlet. Okay, now what happens is if I take this thing and actually cause friction, well, guess what? It'll ding and make a red little bright light. So that means there's power there. So I'm not under attack right now. Let's just say I was. This would probably not be able to pick any of it up anyway because the frequencies are so low. They wait till you sleep and that's when they increase the frequency, or when you're not conscious of it and they really hammer you. But the bottom line is the technology is out there. We're living in 2019. There's nothing that can't get together. And all it's going to take is someone to actually take the technology, give it to the right people, monitor these people who've made threats on school buildings, churches, or just period. Anyone who's going to have, anyone who's making a threat is going to have that technology on him to be able to monitor him. Make sure nothing's happening with his body, psychologically or physically. Okay? But they don't want to do that. They want to cover it up. And that's why there's going to be more shootings and more shootings and more shootings. You know? And pretty much explain this all on my other videos. So there's nothing here that you have not already heard before. And basically, I was just trying to recap most of the shootings so we can actually build a picture of how it starts, builds up slow, and then gradually explodes into the situation we're in now, where there's constantly places of worship being shot up. It's just an everyday thing. Or schools, you know? And you know, we already know the reasons why, obviously, is so they can make changes, so that they can produce a better, brighter political gain. Because they're not going to make it through politics. They got to use force. And these people that everyone support, CIA, National Secret, NSA, these are supposed to be people's heroes. Well, not the ones who are not involved with them, so much so, but the ones who are. These people are just as evil as the people committing the crime, if not even more. That would be it for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe. I took a little hiatus from it. Nothing's really major, so I'm not really gonna just make any old video. But my next video is gonna be about the death rate. Now that one is for minority people and undesirable people to be wary, to be conscious, health conscious, in these days and times that we're living in. You will be under attack. You have to find your inner strength, if it's religion or whatever, spiritual, whatever. And you're going to have to combat that. And you're going to have to be conscious. And you're going to have to really cut down on certain things that you enjoy in life. Or you're not going to have a long lifespan. I swear you won't. People are dropping like flies. And it doesn't take that. It's not that hard to explain it. But my next video will explain all that. It'll be a video on the death rate. Okay, and how it was increasing so much lately, and then it's kind of stagnated, but it was really going really high for a minute, you know. And that'll be my next video. I appreciate you for listening and following me. Please subscribe, and you will get everything you need to know, all the information. I don't fear anyone, because honestly, I'm only gonna live to serve targeted individual community. I'm telling you the truth. I fear nothing. Thank you very much. Please subscribe.